Hi friends, welcome to Florence Programming. In this video, I am going to explain you about types of Perl variables. See, Perl is a scripting language and Perl is mainly used for text processing. There are three types of variables we can use in Perl programming. They are scalar variables, array variables, and hash variables. Here is not like other programming language. Every variable has to define with some special characters. That is why here we are using separately these three variables. Let me see one by one. Scalar variable. Scalar variable is a variable which can hold single values. So this scalar variable start with dollar sign. That is, every scalar variable must preceded with dollar symbol. So scalar variable can hold numeric value or string values. See, for example, this is a scalar variable. See, dollar num, which hold 20. So 20 is a integer value that can be stored in num. Similarly, dollar price is a scalar variable which hold 456.50. Then dollar name is again is a scalar variable which hold string Alex. So these are some examples of scalar variable. I will give you simple Perl programming example how to handle the scalar variables. So just we can move on to the Perl IDE. Is a Padre is a Perl IDE. Here we can start the Perl program. So just we can take dollar number NUM is equal to 10. Then dollar name is equal to Alex. Dollar place equal to India. So this is the way we can define scalar variable. So scalar variable can hold single value. Just we can print the scalar variable like this. Just name. Dot is a concatenation operator we can use in Perl programming. Then to make the control to the next line, similar to our C programming, we can use \n here. So here we have print the name. Now similarly we can print the place. Place. Here you give the variable name place. Okay. So first we can run the script. So while running, it will ask you the name of the script. The Perl script, you can use the file name .pl. PL is a extension for Perl programming. See, we got here name Alex, place India. Yes, hope you understood about this, how to use scalar variable. Next, we can see how to read scalar variable. Here in this example, we have just assigned the scalar variable. Now, instead of assigning, just we can read input from the user. So this is the input statement in Perl programming. So just we can use like this. Yes. Now we can run the script. It is waiting for user input. So name we can give here as Kin. The name, place, US. So just see here, name, Kin, place, US. So this is the way we can read and we can print scalar variables. The next type of variable in Perl programming is array variables. So an array is nothing but a collection of scalar variables can share a common name, that is called an array. So it is a set of scalar variables. So scalar variable is nothing but it's a single value. So set of scalar values we can have as an array. So see here This is the example. Fruit is an array variable. It holds, see, apples, orange, goes, grapes. These are all scalar values. So collection of scalar values consist of an array here. So similarly, if you take number, this is another array. It contains three numbers, 23, 42, 69, three numbers. Similarly, random scalars. See here, in other programming language, we will use array means it's the same data type. All the values, if integer array means all the values should be in integer. But in Perl is not such a case. We can use either integer, either float or string. So mixed of all the three types we can use in a single array here. See like this, random scalar. Here mummable. And then here this is the real number. Again this is a the two words statement. Then this is a integer. See here, this is another scalar variable. Like this also we can form array here. Now we can get into our Perl IDE and we can see some example how to access array elements. So just I will take the array. A is a array with some set of elements. Yes, okay. This is our array. We have defined array. See, just we can print. Print array must be start with at symbol. See here. See, scalar variable start with dollar. Similarly, array will variable will be preceded with at sign. See here, just you here all the values without any space, just it is printed all the values as it is. So this is the way we can access. But how do you print the value one by one? So for that we will use, or how do you access the array elements one by one? For that we can use index of array. See, in any programming language, the array index will start from 0 and we can access the array elements using looping statement. So just we can use for loop for $I is equal to 0. Why we are giving I as 0 means array index will start from 0. So this is the index 34 is the index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this the index will go here. Now we are, so that we are accessing, we are starting the array access from the index 0. Next I must be less than count. Count is nothing but the array name we will give the length of the array. Just array name we can give like this. At A means it will give the length of array. Then I plus plus. Okay. Now we can print. See, array value we are going to print as a individual element one by one. So that time we can refer the array as a scalar values like this. See here $A. So $A at a time it will take $I means it will be 0. So $A of 0 means it hold only one value, that is 34. So that time we have to use like this only $A is as a scalar variable. Okay, yes. Now close this. Now run your script. See the values. So just 1 minute. We can add \n for carriage return so that all the elements will be printed in new line. Could you see this? So 34, then 56, 67, 78, 12, 23. So this is the way we can access array elements. And another way also we can use, suppose we don't know the size. Since the size of the array we are using this, I want to access the array element as it is without using any index value. So that also possible here. So just we can use for each statement. For each temporary variable name in collection. See, this is the syntax. So for it. So here we can use again print $x. X will hold the individual element of array. Here, so for each $x is some temporary variable name from collection we can use. Then dollar. So here we are not using the index. Automatically it will take the values one by one. See, just you print, the value will be printed one by one. So this is the way we can use array in Perl programming. Just here I have given how to access array elements. And another one, how do you read? This is in this example, we have defined our own elements. Suppose you want to get array elements from the user. So how do you get the elements from the user? So just we will go that. So for before that, you just give enter number of elements to be added in the array. So just we can get the size of array. So n is equal. So this is the input statement. Now we can read the element one by one. So $I less than $n, since the array index will start from 0. So this will be less than 1. Okay. Now $a of $I. $I meant for index. Yes, we read the elements one by one. So just you can give another print statement to give print enter $n numbers. Okay, so this is for user information. Now just through this we can print the elements one by one, just using the same for less than I print array elements, use \n to print the elements in a separate. Yes, just we can run the program. So enter number of elements. I am giving 5 elements. Okay, so enter 5 numbers. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements we have given. See, you could see the first number 12, 23, 34, 45, 56 has been printed here. Hope you understood about array variables in Perl programming, how to access array elements, how to read, how to print array elements. The next variable in the Perl programming is hash variable. See, hash variable here, it will be represented using percentage symbol. The hash variable will be, see, scalar variable will start with $, array variable will start with at symbol, then hash variable will start with percentage. So this is the first one. Next, hash variable will be, the values will be stored with the key value. See, the main difference between array and hash is array variables or array element has a default index value, but hash elements has user defined index value. That is the main difference between array variable and hash variable. And another, hash is very similar to dictionaries in Python programming or lookup tables in operating systems. So every lookup table will have a key and the address. So similarly here, all the values will be stored with corresponding key value. So key value is user defined, not a default key value. That is the very basic difference between array and hash. Remaining and all very similar to array variable. So just we can get into our Padre IDE. We can see some examples of hash, how to define hash. See, we can define a hash. Just hash must be start with a percentage. Just I am giving stud. Stud is my, I am going to define student information. So I have taken this as a stud. So first name. See, name is the key actually. It contains the name as Della. See, if it is a string, see here, this is a name. So in double quotes we are giving, and the value is Della. Since Della is a string, that is why I have defined within double quotes. See now, you see register number. So register number is integer. I'm giving like this. So for integer, no need to give quotes. For string, we have to give quotes like this. Next, mark. This is one hash stood. It has three elements: name, register number, mark. See, these three are called keys, and Della 111 and 89 are called values. So for any value can be accessed through its index. So here index is user defined, not like array. So we can define our own index. Suppose I want to print only the name. So name I can give like this. Since I am going to take individual value, so that I have given dollar sign, then key we have to give like this, name. So key name is key here. So just it will print Della. See here, sorry. Okay, it is printed the name as Della. So individual value we can access through its key here. Now, how do you take all the elements one by one? Let me see that. So just we can use for each, just $x in keys, because we are using keys for the has stood. Okay, keys for stood. Now we can give print if we want key. Okay, so key is here our $x. $x is our key. Next we can use this symbol to print. Okay. Then concatenation operator is dot here. That is why I have used here. Okay. Then you can use dollar stood of $x. $x will hold the key. Then we can use backslash n to print the elements next line. Okay, so just we have given, see, mark 89, register number 111, name Della. See, one thing you just don't worry about this. So we are accessing the elements like this. Okay, so here keys means from this hash it will take only keys. So just it will access the key element one by. So $x will be key of stood, and $stood of key means the value it will be. So this is the way we can access the elements in the hash. And one thing you could understand here, while accessing the key is in random, not in order. See, in our hash, the key is name, register number, mark. But when you print here, mark, register number, name is there. So the order of key has been changed here. So I want to use what order I have given, the same order of accessing should be followed. So for that you have to use the keys here. I will give you this. The module you have to use here, use type has module. So this is the module you have to use. Type. See, module we will take package. Package we will use using the scope resolution operator like this. And type for this hash. So this we have to include. Now you see what is here. See, how to use stood, our stood. Okay, so now we could see what is happening. See, in what order we have given name, register number, mark, the same order we are using. So this is one thing you must remember, to maintain the order of key as it is in what we have defined. We have to use this package type. Okay, so please, my dear friends, you just remember this. Otherwise, the order of key will be changed or it will access random order. Okay, hope you understood about has in Perl programming. These are the three data type we are using in Perl programming. So that is, one is scalar variables. It start with dollar. It can hold only one value. Another one is array variables. The variable must start with at symbol. It can hold any number of values, and we discussed how to access array elements, how to read, how to print. We discussed. The next one is hash variable, start with percentage. And the difference between hash and array is, array will have its own index, but hash variable we have to define, that is the user can define our own index. This is the major difference between array variable and hash variable. Hope you understood about the different variables in Perl programming.